So it's been a good minute since I recorded a video, and the reason for that is I'm gonna be honest. I had a whole bunch of cards I needed to sort through. I wanted to get through them. I also just recently got off on summer break, and I just wanted to enjoy a little bit of time where I just wasn't doing anything, no content creating, nothing of the sort, just kind of refreshing my mind, that sort of thing. But the reason why we have to come back to content is not only do I have some new ideas for content I want to bring through, especially some like commentary style videos, but this came in. These are like metal deck box blind boxes, and I got these from Cats Collect TCG. I will link their store down below. And basically, what these boxes are is you get a metallic deck box, which you guys can kind of pause right there if you want to see. I apologize for my hands shaking. But they come with an AR, one of these 12, or Miraidon or Crydon, who are supposed to be like secret rares. And they also come with a metallic deck box, and I believe they come with a pack of Fearless Terastal. These are about $25, and I got 3 of them from Cats Collects, and today we're going to go ahead and see what beautiful cards that we can get out of here. When it comes to these, personally, if I was looking for cards out of here, Magikarp is obviously one of them. I think Ice Cube would be another one. I think Armarouge would be one. Heracross, Tyranitar, basically any of the cards I do not have in my Dex Binder that could make a spot up in my Dex Binder. I also made a post on Twitter that will the winner will be revealed when this video goes live. But I basically did a little challenge where I was like, hey, if you can guess all 3 Pokemon correctly, you'll win one of the ARs. So if you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, I definitely recommend you do so. Or for those of you that want to correct me, X. So if you haven't followed me on Twitter/X, please do so. So let's go ahead and see what our first metallic deck box looks to be. It is light blue. Let's go ahead and see. Ah, it is Ice Cube. All right, that's one I would. That's one I'm gonna be honest, I like. So metallic deck box featuring Ice Cube on it. Obviously, you have your Pokédex number, which is number 875. It is a metallic deck box, so I believe, yeah, it just pulls open from the bottom, and then you got your contents inside. So first and foremost, you get your Ice Cube dividers, which are pretty neat, which can go well in your deck box. And then you obviously got your deck box. If you're a player, you can use these to play. If you're not a player, you can use these to just store cards. You can use these to display, that sort of thing. There's also one more thing in here that I just now noticed that did not come out. If it'll come out, it's like stuck at the bottom. It's like a magnetized coin or a magnet for Ice Cube. That's really cool. I will actually use this for my fridge in my classroom. So that's really cool. So let's go ahead and put this there. So Ice Cube is obviously our first one. It comes with a beautiful Ice Cube art rare card. One of the ones I personally wanted. And let's go ahead and see if the Fearless Terastal pack can give us anything good. Obviously, these are jumbo packs, so we will get a few more cards than your regular standard pack. But when it comes to this set, there's only one card I want out of here. If we can pull Arcanine SAR, that would be amazing. We got a Morpeko Hollow, not too bad. Oinkologne EX. We got a Barboach Pokeball. Serena Pokeball. Citadel Pokeball. This is the size Saruto, so I'm actually going to keep that one. Volcarona Pokeball. And then it looks like nothing else. So unfortunately, that pack only contained an Oinkologne EX and then a few Pokeball reverses. I will go ahead and put these bulk cards over here in a stack. We will keep Oinkologne and Citadel right there. All right. Now, I will say I do not know if there is like a harder chance to pull certain Pokemon or if it's just all even odds. I would assume Miraidon and Crydon being secret rares are probably harder to get, but who knows. Now, this deck box is orange on the top. If it comes to an orange deck box, no way.
Oh my god! Wow!
No way. I did not expect Magikarp's deck box to be orange, but that is freaking awesome. Let's go. Shinji Kondakarp is really nice. And I do not own this card because I sold the one that I pulled back then before I really came to appreciate Shinji Konda. So this is pretty nice. Here goes your Magikarp magnet. Pretty nice. Go ahead and put that with the other magnet. We will put our deck box here. Obviously, you get your Magikarp dividers for your deck box, which is pretty cool. So we can go ahead and put that there. And then you get your Konda promo. This is probably going to be the most desirable of the 3 promos, which is very, very nice. And so far, we're 2 for 3 on cards I personally want. But let's see what our next pack of Fearless Terastal can contain. Hopefully we get something textured. That's always what you're hunting for when you're doing these packs. Anything textured. Our holo rare is coming up, which is a jump bluff, not too bad. We got a Wo-Chien for our EX. Orthworm, Litwick, pretty cute. We got a Mastiff, Camerupt, and unfortunately no textured hit there. But so far we're doing really good in terms of the Pokemon hit on these deck boxes. Now we got a red deck box. When it comes to red, this is either going to be Scizor or Armarouge. And it looks like we got Scizor. You know what? I will take it. Scizor is not the one I'm really chasing because I already own this card. But when it comes to art design out of these promos, absolutely probably my favorite of the 3 promos. So, you know what? I will take it. Like, when it comes to art design, I also really like the Scizor magnet. So, when it comes to the 3 magnets that you get, which they're sticking together because they're magnetized, those are pretty cool to have for display purposes. Now, obviously, you get your Scizor promo, which is the Scizor that is featured in Obsidian Flames. Then you get your Scizor dividers, which are really cool. And then you get one last pack of Fearless Terastal. Now, we have 2 packs where we've got nothing. Maybe we'll get lucky and see if we can get anything good. Lampent, Steenie, Girafarig, Litwick, Bronzor by Shinji Konda right behind it, Citadel. Alright, looks like we got a Houndstone as our holo rare. Looks like we're going to have a Tinglu as our EX. Fortunately, it does not look like we're going to have a hit, but we do got a Pineco. A Raichu as a Pokeball. That actually looks pretty nice for any Raichu fans. Picnic Basket. Flamigo. And that's pretty much it. So, unfortunately, no big hits out of the packs, but you know what? I didn't come here for the pack. I came here for the promos, and I gotta think we did really, really well. I also did get 1 card out of my packs for the personal collection, in my opinion, which is the Citadel. Like, the Citadel is going to go on my binder just because I am a huge fan of Saya. I love the art design, and I love the fact that there's always a hidden Pokeball in the artwork. Try to keep my hand steady. Can you guys notice the hidden Pokeball in this artwork? I'll give you a hint. Look at the top right. Tell me if you noticed it. Comment down below if you noticed the hidden Pokeball. But with that being said, guys, let me know what you think about these boxes down below. Do you think they're worth about the $25 price tag they're commanding? Or do you think they're a little bit too expensive? Personally, I think they're worth it. I think they chose 12 awesome Pokemon, well, 14 awesome Pokemon to design off of. I also think the magnets are a really cool idea, just something a little bit extra to go in there. Obviously, I believe you could attach them to the outside of your deck box if you wanted to, as you can see there. But they can also do something like go on your fridge, go on anything else metallic that you have that might be collectible. And then obviously you get your 3 promos, which honestly I think we did amazing. So with that being said, guys, thank y'all so much. Make sure you go check out Cats Collect TCG for great Chinese and Japanese Pokemon TCG product. And as always, guys, remember to keep it classy and stay awesome.